Let me glance around. Let me glance at my notes for some easy XP stuff. Let's see here. Or for number of monsters, basically. So 8, 9, 10, 11 monsters here. Let's see how many is in here. Level 35. What level's my team? 33. Alright, so while I'm at it, why don't I check something out? So I ended up... this stuff should be edited out, like what happened, but I ended up leveling everybody to about, what, let's see, 60 or something? I don't know. And then I realized that I had accidentally spent an extra 2 points in utility that I wanted, and an extra 1 or so point in guard than I wanted, or defense. Not a humongous deal, but it was, you know, I can get those levels back pretty fast. I picked this place not for any loot reason, but because there's lots of monsters here. Okay, I didn't even release shift, I was just clicking rapidly, and of course, I noticed that earlier too. I think that'll be part of the edited up stuff, but I guess if you're holding shift the whole time and clicking rapidly, it takes a moment for risk mode to be enabled. So you can end up like Rashad here and just sort of meander about. Now these I'd like to try to capture. Oh, that wasn't a lot of XP. Alright, so brand. 48 defense. No higher than that. Negotiators, no higher than 54 utility. Now Morgs are flurried, so if they do connect with Hawk, they might actually hurt Bran, but Bran is set to defense mode, so he'd be, for the most part, okay. That's more like it for levels. I have no idea. Are you just going straight up fight at this point? Maybe hunt? Apparently he gets his level up before Bran does. I guess when you reskill, you become a new character. That could cause problems in the future, like if you had a mod or something that added a trait to a character. Or an event that added a trait to a character, something like that. That could be an issue in the future. But right now it's probably no big deal. So no higher than 48. And no higher than 25 for magic. Alright, then the rest is force and guile, pretty much. So you're 43, 43, 25, 62, 48, 1. If I did my math right, that should be pretty good. As for my negotiators, it should be 32, 20, 54, 62, 11, 37. You wanna know what's disappointing? Your face. Alright, no higher than 54. There's a bunch of enemies here, thralls specifically. And this is actually what I was saving Grieve for. I mean, Borgnina actually pulled it off just fine when I did it earlier. But Grieve will be better, because he's got this. He's aligned with Pox. And he's still a heavily armored soldier. Now his weapon leaves something we desire, but that's only because I wanted to leave the good ones for smithing. And as I indicated earlier during my run that should be edited out, it would actually make more sense for me to max out my thwart first and then have someone max out my, you know, like someone go max fight and someone go max thwart or something. But for some reason I feel like this is the way I want to build them, like evenly out. I don't know why. It just feels more fun that way? I don't know. That should be it. Very, very short map. Lots of XP. Because it's 10% XP per enemy, so all I did was kind of just pick areas to attack that had lots of enemies. Thralls, pretty simple to kill. No higher than 20 defense. Weird. Oh, that makes sense. So then why does my spreadsheet say this will give me 605 guile? Or 605 thwart? Let me look at my spreadsheet again. Alright, well I don't know what I had said during the time where I'm editing out, but I thought I had come up with a better system after I created 4 or so more variations of this, but it turns out that no, it is actually, my first plan was the best. Hold on, let me rewrite this down so I know so I know what I'm building rather than building the bad one. No higher than 63 force and 37 magic. So 1 to thwart, 1 to dodge, 1 to ward, the rest in guard? Was that how I did it? Yeah. So 36, 20, 55. 63, 11, 37. 1 in thwart, 1 in dodge, 1 in ward, and the rest in guard. Alright, now these guys can start holding their own when it comes to down to earth and ransoming. They don't do a lot of damage though. One of my XCOM soldiers. It's a default slash traditional talk there. Like any character with that personality, which I think was timid, will sound like that. Pretty decent run. So I'm going to end up with 3,465 labor at the end of this. Let's go ahead and just pump things in the fight now. I don't really need manpower that badly to worry about leveling up that pit. I'd rather have intimidating. I do, by the way, I don't know if I've shown this off. I do like how my steel X-Arcs are next to each other, and they have, you know, these these pentagrams. Even though they're like 3 or 4 recruits apart, they somehow found each other in my camp. Ah, good. That night, Grant comes to see you.
You got a second? Sorry for snapping at you before. Compared to the send-off I got back home, you treat me well, and I ought to try harder to recognize that.
Grant stirs the embers of the fire a moment and speaks without looking up.
He's my father, you know. The asshole Alpha who sent me along with you. Lots of the guys back home had their brands heal away because of the lycanthropy, but I never had one. I was born here. I was never allowed to talk about it, even though everybody knew. We didn't want to give anybody the impression that I had a cushy job just because I was the Alpha's pup. I took my job seriously, but maybe it really was a cushy one. I mean, look at me. I don't know if I'll ever go back to Hale for good. Since being out here with you, I've seen so much, done so much. I don't think I could be content to just stay in one place anymore. Maybe my dad would be proud of that choice. Maybe he'd feel betrayed. I don't really know, and I don't really know if I care. If I go back, and he wants to be my dad, I think that would be fine, but he's not my Alpha anymore.
Grant stands up, turning his face into the firelight.
Listen to me talking about my feelings by the fire, just like I said I wouldn't. I guess the whole point of all this was to let you know that I value this experience. I'll stay with you for as long as you think I'll be helpful. Now go on and let me take care of the fire, yeah?
An item has been added to your stronghold inventory. Hey, it's Mary Ryan, my leader, my XCOM leader, or first character, or top in the roster, or whatever you want to. Speak or be gone. If you share supplies, I will join. Then we go together. She was terse in the XCOM game, so she's terse in this game, as in speaks very little. But I'm having a lot of trouble staying awake right now, so that'll be it for the time being. Thank you very much for watching Tran Wins Bastard Bonds. I'll see you next time.